What's going down, man? It's your boy, Donnie Houston. We celebrating 3 years of chopping it up right here on the Donnie Houston podcast. Go to DonnieHoustonReal.com right now and get you one of these brand new Choppers t-shirts available in the mono black, tight white, and the gray tape edition. Man, okay, so talk about, because when y'all did Still Tippin', because this was a rework record, you know what I mean?
Yeah, not a rework record. It was our artist, and we just did a remix of it. Yeah, it was our artist.
So how does it become a thing? Because Cam wasn't on the, Cam was on the original. He doesn't make the second one. How does that happen?
Well, at the time I think Cam and Paul was going through whatever he was going through. They went their separate ways, and when they did that, Paul re-signed with us. So we re-signed Paul Wild, and I want to say Ferris had that beat, and he had Paul freestyle on that beat, and we ended up making that the Still Tippin' song. Yeah.
Speaking of that, let me get you to sign that too, man. No boys on it. This is a real big deal, man. Right here, we got to talk about this here, because I mean, something as simple as a beat change. You talk about Salih coming in there with that, you know what I'm saying? That just changed the whole game, man.
Yeah. Nah, Salih was a beast. He was a beast. I wanted to sign him as a in-house producer. Like, he was so cold. I mean, all the hits we had really was Salih in that era, because we had Still Tippin', Back Then, Sitting Sideways. I want to say he did that Draped Up and Dripped Out for Bun at the time. Like, he was on fire, but I noticed him because of his work he had did with Rec Shop. And it was crazy because his label was called Carnival Beats. And I started thinking about it when I heard the Big Mo song, how it sounded like carnival music on the Boy Baby. Yeah, so I was like, man, this dude hot, man. I wanted to sign him as a sole producer and just have him follow a sound, because everything he had, we was killing.
Man, so okay, now you got Mike Jones the star.
Yeah.
All right, talk about that.
You say Mike Jones is a star?
He's the star now. Now you know what I'm saying. Y'all do the video, y'all, all that, man. Just talk about that, because I mean that's what kicked off for what people know around the world. That's the start of the Swishahouse. Really, the 2005 Houston, like everything. That's what
that was the explosion. Yeah, that was the explosion. But then I'm gonna go back, because Still Tippin' was really out a whole year before we signed that deal, and we had it playing on BET Uncut and Sucker Free on MTV. This before a deal, because my goal was to never sign a deal. I wanted to be independent. That's why we had that slogan, that major without a major deal. But this the only thing that made us sign a deal. We had got all that notoriety on that Still Tippin'. It was growing. We was meeting with labels. Mike Jones only had 3 months left on his contract. So I was like, man, we can't, all this blood, sweat, and tears we done put in this, we can't just let him walk away like that. So that's the only reason why we signed the deal. And that deal locked him in for another 5 albums. Because, your original contract conformed, the whole goal, in music is to get a deal. So that's why the contract is structured where if you do get a deal, the contract will conform to the new deal. And that's what happened. And that's how we was able to lock him in. Because trust me, he was trying to get away. Like, if you look at the Who Is Mike Jones album, we basically put that album together, man. Like, Cutting was off a first round draft pick. Still Tippin' was off The Day Hell Broke Loose too. He had a couple of more joints on there that came from previous projects. Yeah.
But in that whole time though, he's still kind of feeling like, man, I kind of want to do my thing. But he just went ahead and locked it in with y'all.
Yeah. He locked it in. I mean, it was pressure. It was pressure.
Yeah.
Donnie Houston.